Okay, we have a special guest here with us today. This is Abby, and Abby is 20 years old and she goes to college and she's one of our warriors, right? I mean, she started off having some issues when her and her mom came to me, and we put some protocols in place and did a whole comprehensive plan for her, and took down what her goals were and her symptoms and all the things that she was having an issue with. And we just worked around that, right? So it was a really individualized plan. It's not a one, size fits all plan. It's very individualized. And that's why we do so much work with the support afterwards. And it's not like I just gave you a plan and said, here, see you in 3 months, right? Because we need to be tweaking and adapting as we go, because things pop up and things decrease and you're a little bit of roller coaster in the beginning, because healing is hard, right? And I would never say this is an easy thing to do, because it's really hard to change your diet and change your lifestyle practices and those types of things. So I never say that it's easy, but I say we like to simplify it, right? And just say, this is what we want you to do for now, because this is how we see people succeed with the symptoms that you have. So what I really love, Abby, is for you to kind of tell us where you were, like how your life, what your life was like, even growing up, and all of the things that you were struggling with, and then the protocols that, we did together, and how that helped, and how you feel now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I remember like when I was in middle school through high school, always having like really bad stomach pain. Like when I was younger, they always thought that it was my appendix or like something, and I would end up in the hospital and they wouldn't know what was wrong with me. Um, and then it led to me having like really bad anxiety about eating or like being somewhere while I was eating, because I would always be scared that I would have to go home or something because I'd have a stomach ache. Um, and I would always get wicked bad, either constipation or diarrhea, like all the time, no matter what I ate. And it started off, I stopped eating gluten, and then it helped. My stomach was okay for a little while. And then my stomach ache started coming back. So I cut out dairy, and then I was good for a while. But then they
Yeah.
came back again, and it was basically everything I ate was causing a problem.
Yeah.
Um, and I didn't really know what
Yeah.
was, there was no like specific food, it was just everything.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
always getting bloated, like really bad bloating. Um, and my skin, it looked like I had like rosacea or something, because it wasn't like acne, it was just like red here.
Yes.
Um, and I just like I wasn't no matter how much I ate, I never felt like full. I never felt energized. I was like very fatigued.
Mhm.
Um, during school, it was hard for me to focus.
Yeah.
Um, and like that was also like blamed on like mental illness and stuff, because I have anxiety, depression, which was also like worsening.
Yeah.
And then when me and my mom started this, we went through basically all of that, even like and more, like way back, and like
Yeah.
how things have progressed. And then we started off, the first couple weeks were hard,
Yeah.
um, really hard.
Yeah. Really
but,
hard.
but I
Absolutely.
yeah, I started the like diet when I came back to school this fall, and I was eating like the same thing every day, which I'm fine with. I don't mind.
Mhm.
And it was just kind of like ground beef, ground turkey,
Mhm.
chicken, and then like um I always would have some like sweet potato and like broccoli, like all like cooked vegetables, like anything that would be
Mhm.
like very soft on my stomach.
Sure.
And after all of the bacteria die off was over,
Mhm.
I was able to start, I would like notice like I was never bloated in the morning. My skin
Mhm.
started to clear up. I was able to like get right out of bed in the morning. Like it wasn't as hard as it used to be to get things done. Um,
Sure.
and I started taking like a couple supplements, just because since I was eating restricted, I wasn't getting all of the nutrients that I would need. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, once the like first couple weeks are over and like you're not craving sugar and carbs anymore, it
Yeah.
gets really easy really fast. And then I just like feel good about myself now. Like I can eat a meal and feel full
Yeah.
and like have energy to go work out and do schoolwork and all that stuff. So it's been really helpful.
Absolutely, right, right. It's like you're trying all of the things that you think are are helpful, and it's not that they're not. Like you cut out gluten and then you cut out dairy and you feel a little bit better, right? But it's not really coming together, right? You're not really feeling overall better. Yes, a symptom might be gone for a few days or whatnot, but really putting the whole plan in place is what you did amazingly, right? Because like we said, we have to be focusing on, all the things, whether it's nutrition, lifestyle practices, getting your body to detox, all of the things, and bringing down all of that inflammation in your body with
Mhm.
these protocols. And yes, it's hard. It's not easy. And like you said, it got easier and now
Mhm.
it's even more simplified for you.
Yeah.
Now you're feeling great, right? And not everything is going to be gone right away. Like you said, the brain fog, subsided, the bloating, right? Those
Mm.
types of things will come down first and other things will take a little bit more time, but consistency is really the key. Do you agree with
Yeah,
being
definitely.
extremely consistent is really where you get that higher level of success?
Mhm.
And that was tough. And you're in college, you're in a dorm room, right? And I mean, that makes it even harder
Yeah.
to do because you don't have your own kitchen, your own big refrigerator and, mom and dad there and all of the things.
Yeah.
And they've been crucial to helping you get through all of this, which is amazing because you have a
Mm.
great support system. But you did it without having most of those things, right? You did it with just sheer drive and consistency and wanting to get your life back because
Yeah.
your body was kind of stopping you from doing all the things that you wanted to do.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's not like you didn't want to do those things. You just couldn't do them. Your body
Yeah.
wouldn't let you. And
Mhm.
now that you've been really kind of on this nutritional plan and doing all the right things, your body is so much more resilient. All
Yeah.
right. Now you're more in the maintenance kind of
Mhm.
side of it because you've done all of the hard work and your gut is now healed and you've got rid of that bacterial overgrowth and you've brought down so much inflammation in your body. I mean, I can see it just in your face, right?
Mhm.
That and we don't push this as a weight loss program, but I mean, when you're not taking in, bags of Doritos and mac and
Yeah.
cheese and all of those things, I mean, you're just going to lose weight. I mean, that's just how it works. So for you, that was good because you wanted to lose a couple pounds, right? And for you, like your skin looks amazing and your brain is clearer and your gut feels better. And now that you've healed up that intestinal wall, you can sort of have things here and there and they don't bother
Yeah.
you anywhere near like they would bother you before.
Mhm.
Right. So I'm so happy that, you put in all the hard work, you did the right things, you reached out when you needed to. We, just kind of adapted and tweaked as
Yeah.
we go because, like I said, it's not just here's your plan, talk to you in 3 months. It's we need to know what's going on, right? Because symptoms kind of can be up and down in the first few months. And we want to make sure that we're supporting that and we didn't do any like, big major cleanses. We didn't do anything that
Yeah.
was going to like trigger your body because we want to do this naturally and we want you to be able to sustain and we want your body to know it's okay now, right? To take in
Yeah.
these foods that even sometimes you might not have even liked before and now you're eating them almost every day.
Yeah.
So simplifying down and now you're at the point where like you said, I think earlier to me, people are asking like, when are you going to be able to eat what you want? And what did you say to me?
I don't crave any of the stuff I used to. Like now what I'm eating is what I want and
Yeah,
it's good.
right, right, because when you were eating, the other way, your body was trying to get energy from sugar and carbs and those types of things. But really, what our body wants is energy from fats, right?
Mhm.
Amino acids and the meats and the foods and the nutrient dense foods. And again, when we talk about the nutrients, and you can eat all the broccoli and take all the supplements you want. But if you have leaky gut, or if you have that gut permeability and that overgrowth of bacteria, you're not absorbing the
Yeah.
nutrients from those foods and supplements anyway. So it's kind of a waste, right? So let's get to the root cause. Let's heal up that intestinal wall. Let's get rid of that bacterial overgrowth. Let's bring down the inflammation in your body and your brain, right? Because your brain is connected to your body. And a lot of people have a hard time understanding that, their anxiety or their symptoms of ADHD or their depression or their anything that goes along with, emotional and mental and behavioral and all of those things have such a huge impact
Yeah.
when your gut is dysregulated. So I know that you said your brain fog went down, you're a little bit less anxious. Yes, I mean, we can't control everything, and the world is the world, and we're going to have situations where we get stressed and anxious and all of those things, but the situation happens, we feel all of that, and now, in a day or two, we're not going to feel that anymore, right?
Yeah.
But before, it might have just been all the time, right? You feel like your body's kind of in that fight or flight mode at all times. And I think you said that, that has gotten much better also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I used to be anxious. Like I didn't like to um eat out places or have like sleepovers because I was just like anxious about everything that I ate that it was gonna make me sick. But
right.
no.
And it was, and that's why you were
Yeah.
anxious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they always, you running to the specialists and the doctors, and they're chalking it up to anxiety, but they're not thinking, why do I have anxiety in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, because I have all of these symptoms and these issues, but I don't know how to get them better. And really, they're just saying, here's a psychiatrist or here's a
Yeah.
medication to kind of cover up all of those feelings, but not really getting to the root cause of why these things are happening. And now I know that you can see that getting, healthier and healing the gut and bringing down your inflammation and all those things are just helping you think better, right?
Hmm.
They're not causing you any problems anymore. They're actually helping the process. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. So you're back at college now for another semester
Hmm.
and feeling good. And you said
Yes.
last semester was one of your best semesters grade wise
Yeah.
ever, right?
Yeah.
And that makes me so happy that you
Hmm.
feel confident that, those things that you were experiencing before were holding you back. And now
Hmm.
you can be the person you want to be, right? Now
Yeah.
you can go out to eat and know what to pick, right?
Yeah.
You can just maintain at this point. And we're not going to stop talking to each other, but I know when you're at school, I know you're doing all the things that are great. So really, really happy. All the things that you've done and you know, keep going, keep
Hmm.
teaching. I'm sure people are asking you and
Yeah.
you can't help but say to your
Yeah.
friend, right? Because there's a lot of people dealing with this stuff that you didn't realize until you were dealing with yourself.
Yeah.
And now you're able to kind of give them the information and try to help other people, which is the best thing that you can be doing, right? Because
Yeah.
teaching and educating and helping people just makes you feel good, right? We
Hmm.
always be doing the things that make us feel good. And that's definitely one of them. So thank you for coming on today. Appreciate it. And we'll talk soon.
Okay.